Hello everyone, welcome to video number 16. This is Bone Crusher. Today we're gonna start doing another session, the same as previous one. We're gonna use the method, especially the red alerts, and we will watch very careful. And the bets we will place will be strictly Iron Cross. We're gonna keep up the bets for no longer than 2 bets, winning bets for each shooter, and we'll see what's happening and how fast we can get our goal. I would like to remind you guys, this is our Iron Cross, and today we're not gonna use the units. We're gonna use actually the amount. So level number 1, we place 25 on 5, 30 on 6, and 30 on the 8, and 17. This is normal, but I'm gonna change this with 15 just for the purpose to make a little bit much easier the math. Level number 2, it's 100 on the 5, 120, 6 and 8, and $70 on the field. And the level 3 will be 250, 300, 300, and 175. So typically, if you watch carefully, if you win to bet on 5, you get 350. So if you win a bet on a 6 and 8, you will get 350 as well. So field always is a half of the the winning. So the reason I made this $15 is to make the math easily, but also this is my way I'm playing, especially on the level number 1, because my point is not to win on the field, is to win on the other ones. 5, 6, and 8, but it's happened, so it's gonna happen, and you will know. But that's the easiest way to count. All right, okay. So I record as usual 17 rolls up to here, and just to go a little bit, over what's happened. 8 has been rolled 4 times, but it's in a red number with 2 lines. 6 has been rolled 4 times, 1, 2, 3, actually just 3. And there is no red number. 10 has been rolled twice so far, and is red number with 1 line, and 9 was the previous number has been rolled, and then was followed by 7. So from this point, we will get the 18 rolls. So it's the time to place a bet if the table will qualify. So we'll pay very careful attention to the red alerts. If the red alerts indicate something, we will not place any bet. And if we complete 2 winnings for each shooter, and the opportunity will show up, we'll lay the bet, or maybe we place a single bet, but we'll see. Most of the time, it will not be necessary. So we got 7. We have to be very, very careful when you place Iron Cross on a common roll, because there is no way to hedge that bet. The amount of Hope 7 is way too high, and it will not cover if you win just one single bet. For instance, if you win $15 and you have to cover 100, so it's not gonna cover the bet originally bet. So in this situation, our bets are exposed. So we have to be very careful, or you have to have a strong indication. There will not be back-to-back 7. But as soon as you get back-to-back 7, that's the law. No come out roll. Okay, so we got 10 hard, as a new point. And of course, you know, we'll go by the protocol just to make sure everything will be fine. So right now we cannot place a bet since, you know, the 10 is a red number. We will kind of disregard, and I want to make myself clear because I don't want to get, you know, questions why you didn't, you know, mention that. So I will tell you from the very beginning. We might disregard, you know, the 1 or 2 7 in the last 12 rolls, and we will focus on most of the red numbers. And watch carefully, you know, on the junk numbers, because you know, junk numbers, there is an indicator. So you know, red numbers, indicator. If we have, for instance, you know, here we didn't have any junk numbers, but we'll see how the the game progressing. Okay, so the next one is 5. So 5, it's no red number. I'm gonna make a line on a 10. There is no indication. The next will be a 7, and I'm gonna write in here IC, like an iron cross. If I will win 5, 6, and 8, I will circle the I. If I will win any, 4, 9, 10, I will circle the C, and of course, you know, the crap numbers or junk number. Let's put it this way, junk numbers. So right now we are on the level number 1, and as I mentioned last time, if we losing a bet, we will jump to the second level of the iron cross. We will keep up 2 just to recover our losses. And it's gonna be okay, but then we will regress. You see, most of the people, the players, you know, they parlay or pressing the bets. We not do that, so we regressing. So what that means is we like to have as less possible money on the table under the risk, as long as we know we're gonna make our profit. So there is no reason in the world, you know, to expose more money to the table. So this is my philosophy, and I hope everybody will get it. Okay. So right now we got the iron cross, and we have a 10. So 10 was the point. It's made it. Circle C, and anytime we win a bet, it's a law. We will take the bets down. If I will continue placing a bet, I will write it down again. So no questions about, hey, why you did this, why you did that. Okay, so I will take down, and actually, you know, on the live table, I'm just put it off. That will be much easier, because the dealer will start learning your style, and he's not gonna argue with you if it's 7 out. You're gonna be probably the only one who didn't lose the money or the bets, and they have the tendency to return the bets to you and say, okay, keep it there, I will tell you when I'm working. So, but be careful, the field bets has to be picked, by you. He's not gonna touch the field bet. So the dealer I'm talking about. So you have to manage that very well. Okay, and I hope I got a little bit extra time. So we set for 30 minutes. So to tell you the story, what's happened with my game yesterday. I was at the casino, and of course, I made my goal in 45 minutes and left. But we will talk about that later. So right now, so I put the the line. 10 was the bet, so there is no bet on a come or roll. Okay, so just watch this. So we got a 5. So the new point is 5, and the 10, it's no longer red number. Okay, So now 5, there is no indication. 7 will show up. Is not red red number, and of course, you know, this is something, you know, we would like to get. Actually, you know, it started over here. So, and this will probably end at the 1 for me, 1 for you. Most of the students, you know, the subscriber, they might take that, okay, so this is 1 for me, 1 for you, because it's 5, 10, 5. No, it's wrong. So 10, 5, 10 was, you know, the 1 for me, 1 for you. 5 is, you know, the closing on 1 for me, 1 for you. So right now we're not considering 1 for me, 1 for you. I'm just considering, you know, there is no red alert as a, you know, red number. So we will see what's happened. And I got the 6. Oh, I forgot to, you know, to put, you know, here, 6. So actually we win already 2 bets. Yeah, one was $15. And this one, we win on the 6, is 35 minus 15, it's 20, okay? All right, so we got 6. So this is considering, you know, a start, you know, 5 and 6. So we place 1 bet over here, and that's it, you know, shouldn't make his point. So right now it's a new start. We have 5, 6, and just be aware, you know, we're still considering, you know, the ladder, you know, as a red alert. So right now I will not placing any bets. Okay, so this is off. Okay, I'm gonna tell my my dealer I'm off. Okay, and let's see if it's happened or not happened. Okay, so we got an 8. So always we go with the protocol, okay? So 8 is a red number with 2 lines, so no bets, guys, okay? No bet. So probably you will say, okay, why are you not playing the, you know, it's not worth it right now to lay bets if it's no strong indication. This is just an indication, you know, might be a 7, or might be canceled, you know, the red number with 2 lines. So this is not a strong indication the 7 will follow. So that's why, you know, I don't want to aggravate or frustrate the dealer. Remember I said I'm off, so the money is on the table. So I picked, you know, the field, and you know, I don't want to put, you know, lay bet, take him down, you know, hey, I'm working, you know. I'm trying to avoid this because most of the time they're confused. If one dealer is going to start learning your style, but they change it, you know, so they moving one to the other position, you know, you have to learn the new one, how you're going to play. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. So enough with the talk. So let's see. Oh, okay, well, we got the 7. So, okay, 7 out. And the 8 is a new red number. Okay, so we didn't have any bet in effect. Actually, our 5, 6, and 8 are on the table, but they're off. Okay, so now it's still off, and we'll ask for a new roll, and new point, it's 9. So 9 is a red number, has no lines, so I'm still off, and I'm gonna ask for more rolls, and we got the 6. All right, so 6 is not red number. Just look closely to see if the 6 is an OD. We got the 6 here, 2 and 3, 4, so it's not, because this is gonna be way too far. And I think 5 is not also. We just rolled 2 times. Yeah, we don't have an OD, so if you can keep those, you know, track, will be great. I will tell you my story from yesterday, so just so you know, to prepare you for worse. So right now we playing Iron Cross level number 1. And we'll ask for the roll, okay? and we got a 5. So what that means is we made another $20. Okay, we're gonna stop somewhere and make the math and continue, but right now so it's 5 and there is no indication the 7 will show up. So 5 is not a red number. It's a sister to the point. So typically, the sister will take over. So that means, the shooter will not make his point. But so we'll continue with the Iron Cross level number 1. And this will be the second if we win that. So we got 4 heart, and we win this one, which is a $15. Now, as I mentioned, we will keep as less time possible our bets exposed. 4 is not a red number. 4 has been rolled 1 time over here, 2 times over here. So this is the 3rd time on a row. So what that means is 4 is steady and strong. So when you see 10 and 4 steady and strong, even if you play the Iron Cross, I suggest you to place a bet additional to the Iron Cross. I did that yesterday with 9 because he was an OD, and I hit 2 times the Iron Cross, and I was on the level 3 plus the 9 and 2 times I was placing the 9. Actually it was the point and I was the shooter. By the way, guys, don't blame on me. So I'm not supposed to shoot, but the table was getting cold, and the guys left, and was the only player on the left side of the table. The right side was kind of crowded, and of course I said, well, I'm gonna keep up with the table. So I shoot 3 times, and it was very, very well, especially the 3rd time. I was reaching, I'm not exaggerating, 28. I was unable to keep the track because the dealer, they know me, so they push the dice so fast. They pay the bets on the table and push the dice really quick. I was unable to keep the record, and my wife was next to me, and I said, well, that's the last one, so whatever the 7 will show up, we'll leave. So we lost the last bet, but it was level number 1, and we made over than 24-25 rolls. I made 3 or 4 points, and it was great. But the other 2 times I was shooting, the first one was like a 6 or 7, and the second one was pretty short. I kind of aggravate the people because just to give you a little bit heads up what's happened. So I was shooting the point. The point was I don't remember. And then I placed the Iron Cross. I was on the level number 1 or 2. I don't remember exactly. And the 9 shows up, and remember 9 was confirmed twice red number with no lines. And I was shooting the dice, and I picked the dice, and I was telling to the dealer, I'm off. And everybody, actually I was say that before I picked the dice, and everybody placing the bets. Most of the player kind of tried to copy me, because everybody knows me there. And I surprised them, and I said, well, I'm off. But they was unable, to do anything, so they was waiting, and of course I shoot a 7. And everybody lost except me, because, I said off, and everybody looked into my eyes. I couldn't say anything. I said, well, guys, follow the game, but be careful. If I will say off, follow me, as long as you follow me when I'm placing the bet. However, let's continue. So no bets at this time. 4, it's steady and strong, keep in your mind. And let's continue. We got an 8, hard 8. All right. So 8 is a red number with no bullets, so definitely no bet. We'll continue, and we got the 9, which is the point. Okay, so the shooter make his point. Great. 9 will get a line originally from here, and 8 will get a line from here. So let's continue. Enough with the talk. So 3, craps 3, 8 is a new point, and 9 will get another line since the 8 has been rolled. 8 is a red number with 1 line, so we still off. And of course, it's 7. You see, it's good to have, at least, you're considering this ladder, and 0.7 out, 0.7 out, also keep in your mind. This is very, very important. So I'm gonna erase the 8. I'm gonna write it down again. So 0.7 out, okay? So just be careful, guys. We'll see what's happened. And we got the 8 again. All right. So 8 is a red number, but of course, 8, 7 out. 8 could be a 7 out again. I'm not laying anything, I don't want to risk more money. This is 9, and 8 will get a line. 9 is a red number with 2 lines. No, we're not going to place any bet. And we got 4. Okay, now, since, 4, it's steady and strong. You see, we got 1 here, we got 1 here, we got 1 here, now we got 1 here, so that means it's rolled, every 12 rolls. So, we will keep in our mind, it's not a point because, I prefer, if it's a point, I prefer, to put odds on the, on the point if you shoot. If you don't shoot, you place, just buy the for $25, or whatever, you don't want to, spend too much money or put too much money on the risk. But it's good, as a good bet, it's a reliable bet. So right now we're gonna do Iron Cross, level number 1, and we'll see what's happened. And we got 3. So we win this, which is $15. Okay, and we will be off because 3, it's a giant number. You can check your sheet record, and as you can probably see, I'm gonna try to show you guys. Hopefully the camera will focus. So 4, if it's followed by 2 or 3, it's safe. So 4 followed by 3, it's safe. Okay, well, what that means is we can continue with Iron Cross for the next roll. And we got 10. We win another $15. And this is the second bet, okay? So I said we're not gonna leave, the bets in action more than 2. So I will say no, I'm not gonna continue. I'm gonna wait to see what's going on. Okay, so 9 will get erased, and especially when you have this situation, numbers 8, 9, 10, 8. 3 times has been erased, put it back. You have to watch, especially, the 8. So that means, the tendency of the 8 is, one time it's followed by 7, one time it's not. So you have to keep in your mind. 10 has been pretty steady, you know, was originally a red number, 2 lines and done. So this, you know, you have to watch, especially when you have just one single red number. So all the options are open. So don't risk, guys, you know, any more bets. So make sure you're aware about it, okay? So right now the 8 is the point. So the shooter make his point, and you know, no bets on the come out roll. We will let you know to establish a new point, and we will see what's happened. So now the 9 is the new point. The 8 will get the line. So 9 was originally, you know, red number. It's got 2 lines and has been, you know, canceled. I think we'll be okay if we placing, you know, the iron cross right now. So there is no indication. 4 is the new number, so we win another $15. And 4, as you probably know, C wasn't followed by 7, so we can continue for another step. But you know, 7 shows up, and it's kind of put us with $100 minus. Okay, well, it will happen, guys. It will happen, and especially when you don't have as many red numbers, so all the options are on the table. So this is it. So now we have to play level number 2, so to recover our losses. So 5, there is no indication is been a red number and never been a red number before. I think, you know, it's safe to place level number 2, guys. Okay, so what that means is $100 on the 5, 120, 6 and 8, and $70 on the field. Okay, we have to keep up for 2 winnings to get that back. Okay, so we got 5 point out, and we just got, you know, the $70. Okay, so shouldn't make his point, and the next one it's 10 hard. Okay, so 10 is no red number. We're gonna place the iron cross level number 2, and we'll continue. And we got yo 11. So what that means is we make another $70, and we are back in the game. So the next one will be off. I'm just trying to make the math here really quick. 15, 20, 20, 15, 45, 140, 255 minus 100 is $155 plus. Okay, I'm gonna erase that. It's gonna be much easier, and we're gonna put 155 here. Okay, all right, let's continue. We got yo 11, we are off. It's 3, we still off, and we got 6. All right, so 6, we have already 2 winnings, but I forgot to mention, if we make 2 wins on a higher level, we can downsize the bet to the first level, and we can keep up the bets for 2 winnings if the table is indicate there is no chances to get the 7 on the next roll. Right now 6 has not been lost. So it's going to be 12, 24, 23, 22. Actually, it's a long lost number. So what that means is we're not going to place that. Most of the people, they will place that because, you know, it says, oh, okay, well, you know, that's a good indication. And maybe if you go by the protocol, so you see the protocol indicate, you know, the table qualify for a bet, but, you know, you're the only one who know 6 is a long lost. So we got 12, 24, 23, 22. So the 6 is long lost when he's got 21, no rolls, 21. So 6 is a long lost. No bets, guys, okay? So this is a red alert. And watch what's happened. 7, 7, guys. So we are the only guy on the table, probably, you know, when he didn't lose. I'm not saying the other guys didn't, you know, win, but you know, we didn't lost anything. So far so good. So let's continue. So we got a 5. We got a 5 and a new point. 5. It's no red number. Never been a red number. So we have to be very, very careful with this. But right now, by the protocol, I will say it's safe. Level number 1. So 8. So we made $20. Okay. So 8 is a red number with 2 lines. So no bet. We are off. We are off. And we got another 8. 8 is no longer a red number, which is great. We can probably, you know, place the iron cross, but, you know, remember what I mentioned to you. 8 was already 3 times in and out, in and out, in and out. So that means 8 has a tendency to repeat itself. Okay? So we have to be very careful. 9. And we got $15 winning. Okay? So now 9, there is no indication, but we have already 2 bets winnings, so we have to watch for the opportunities. Okay, so what kind of opportunities are we looking for? So we have to follow the method. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see the 8. It's 12, 14, 16, 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 12, 14, 16, 18. It's not. It's not. So 8 is not an OD. We don't have an OD, or I miss, you know, but we don't have it. So doesn't matter. So let's continue. Okay, and we got the 7. So now 9 is a red number. Okay, which is good because, you know, I like to see more red numbers here. Otherwise, everything will be under the question mark, and we can be surprised when you don't have a red number. When you have red numbers, what that means is, you know, 7 always taken over, so there is no surprises. You know, you have it. So 8, you know, is the new point. There is no red number, but remember, we should probably, you know, watch very careful because I forgot to mention we supposed to have iron cross, you know, placed, but I didn't place it, so I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay, so we lost the opportunity here. I forgot. 9 is a red number with no lines, no bet, no bet. And we got another 9. Okay, well, that's good because 9 has 1 line, and you know, we're not gonna place any bets, so definitely we have to stay away. So 3, 4, okay, 5, 12. No, it's too way far. So let's continue, and we got another 9 here. So 1, 2, 3, 9, 9, 9, okay? So 9 will get another line. So always you have to be very careful when 3 points roll back to back. That's indication, you know, the 7 is around the corner. So we're not going to place anything at this time. And we got a 7, of course. So 9 is a new red number. And we will continue, okay? So 3 9s, 4 9s, 5 9s. So 9 is an OD, okay? It's good to have this record if you be able to keep it because that will indicate you the way the table goes. This is 7 natural. So now we have back-to-back 7, okay? So back-to-back 7, back-to-back 7, back-to-back 7. The chance to get another 7 is a very, very slim, okay? So when you see this, now is the the time to place in a common roll the Iron Cross level number 1. So it's a good opportunity for us since we have back-to-back 7. Another 7 might show up, but the chance is very, very small. So we got a 5 here. So we made $20 here, and the 5 is the new point. There is no indication or red alerts or anything, so we can keep up our Iron Cross. But we lost, so we lost $100, and 5 will become a red number. We have to jump to the to the second level of the Iron Cross. You see 0.7 out, 0.7 out. I'm not gonna place on a common roll because we have this history, so I don't know where the table. And of course, we got 7 back 7, but now is the time to place the Iron Cross level number 2. Okay, so and we got the 8. The 8 is a new point, and we made $70. Okay. So now the question is, what we gonna do about it? So 0.7 out, but we have a natural 7 between it. When this happened, the 0.7 out followed by 0.7 out might be under the question because already 7 has been rolled. So let's see. Okay, 1. So I'm breaking the rule here, but the reason I'm breaking the rule is because the 7 has been rolled back to back, okay, and the 8 is not the red number, and we got the 6, hard 6. So we made another $70 here, so we are back in shape, and 6 is not a red number. I will continue with the level number 1, okay, and we got another 6 heart, and this will give us $20, okay. So now 6 back to back. I will continue with Iron Cross for 1 more roll, and we got the 8, which is the point, okay. And this will give us another $20. So we are on the 30 minutes film. So let's count to see how much money we made, and we'll go from there. So we got 100. It's canceled with this 100. So we have 55. 55 plus 35. Plus 20, 140, plus 40. So we made $290 in 30 minutes, okay? $290 in 30 minutes. I think is a, you know, it's a good winning for the time we spent here. And actually 30 minutes, you know, I was talking 10, so it's just 20 minutes. So guys, this is it. Keep up with the method, follow the red alerts, follow the other, you know, rules, indicators, and do not keep the bets more than 2 winnings unless you downsize from level 2 to level 1, and you can keep 2 bets, or any other situation. If you want to be conservative and you don't want to expose your bets too much longer, I will suggest you to take them off or take them down. But you know, as I see, I will show you guys, this is working. If it's working for me, it's going to work for you. Just be attention here, and of course, you know, a few other rules I was teaching you. Okay, until next video, thank you very much for watching. Keep watching, and remember, we were always right, occasionally wrong, but never in doubt. We'll keep in touch, guys. Thank you very much.